Hello, my name is Professor John Benjamin. This is Game Design at West Virginia Wesleyan College. So last time we talked about brushes, and now let's talk about how to add materials to brushes. Okay, so we're going to look into our starter content. So if you don't see the folder right here, you can look over here. Just look under content. Hopefully you see it. Hopefully you find it. And let's go ahead and open that up. We're going to take a look at the materials. And here's a whole bunch of starter content materials. And so I'm going to zoom over to the box here, and I'm going to apply this mbrick clay new material to the side of the box, and there it is. Pretty exciting, but what if I want to apply it to the entire box, which is what I want to do. All right, so then what I'll do is I'll select the box, and I'll select it in my World Outliner. And then here, under the Geometry tab of the Details panel, I'll say Select, and select all adjacent surfaces, or you can hit Shift-J. So once all the adjacent surfaces are selected, now I can drag the material onto it, and now all the surfaces are covered. But interestingly enough, this little rim here is not covered, and that's because this rim is not part of this brush, it's part of the subtraction brush. So there's a couple of things we can do. You can zoom in, and you can just drag the material onto there like so, and it's only going to drag it onto each tessel, so in this case that's not a good idea, but you can do that. But the easier way would be to simply select the box brush, I like to just temporarily turn it back to additive. Okay, I'm going to select one of the surfaces here, and then I'm going to say select and all adjacent surfaces, then I'm going to drag my brick clay onto there. We can change the alignment surface planar. Okay. And then I'm going to simply subtract box again and change it from additive to subtractive. Okay, and then if I deselect it, and then we look, and then you can see the bricks are applied to that surface as well. All right, excellent. So what if we wanted to apply a different surface? So let's say if I went inside and I wanted to have the bottom, or actually just the internal parts of it, to be a different type of brick. Then we could just simply here I'm going to try hewn stone, and I can just apply it to all of these surfaces. Like so. All right, so now the inside has a different surface from the outside. To position it on the surface, or what's called an element, so each side of a mesh, actor, or a brush is called an element. So let's say I wanted to reposition this or scale it. I would simply select the element or the side of this particular box brush. And then coming down here, I can manipulate it in several different ways. So here I can increase the scale under Scale. I can increase it together if I hook the little lock together. And then I can just go ahead and put in different increments. And then I just have to say Apply. And you see there I've got giant bricks. And so we can rotate them at 45-degree angles, or at 90, or a very specific angle if you wanted. And then here's where we can fine tune it. So this will pan at 1 256 of a centimeter, like so. And this is a larger increment, and so on and so forth. And then if you want to go the other way, you just hit this arrow and go back. And same goes for here, up or down. All right, and that's how you manipulate materials on a geometry brush.